Come in with a combination, yeah? Let a few go there. Wake up properly. I like to drink at least half a litre of water as soon as I wake up. That just starts hydrating my body. And then we'll have another half a litre in my hydrogen bottle. I'll sip away at that. Put hands down, you're gonna, then you're gonna finish him off. Bit of tipper tapper, 60%. I'm not even at about 40%. Great. So, just going to run through 3 different types of jab as well. And then we're going to go into the double jab, the left up to body. 1-2 left up to body. We'll just start with 3 different types of jab. So you've got your jab butts down to your waist. This jab sits pretty low. Your chin's always tucked down nice and tight. Your right hand's always protecting your jaw. Your right chin's down, eyes up. And this jab comes from here, coming from low. So it's there, there. So this jab comes a bit faster than a normal jab because it's coming lower. A bit harder for the opponent to see, but you also got to remember you are leaving yourself a little bit wide open. So you always make sure your chin's down and bringing this in a bit. Yeah. So your next jab is one you probably use if you're a little bit closer in, or if you've got a tight defence and you want to be a bit more cautious. Is the jab which comes straight back to your face. So your hands are nice and high, yeah? And I always make sure if I'm too close to my opponent or in striking range, this is where I want my jab coming back to. I don't want to be messing around bringing it back to here when I'm in striking range. I like using that jab from a long distance, you know what I mean? Or to get my range, you know what I mean? Bam, bounce. But when I'm in close, I want to tighten this jab up. But this jab is just a bam. You're there. Just straight back to your face. Turn your hand over, straight back to your face. So this is jab 2, yeah? Straight back to your face. Straight back to your face. Straight back to your face. Elbows are in nice and tight. Straight back to your face. And then you got another jab. This can be a jab, but might be you're carrying your jab a little bit further away from your chin. You're trying to find your distance. You're trying to membertise him a little bit, distract him by having your hand round here. And then it's just there. So you're blocking. I don't really use this jab, but some people do, It's good to mix them all around. If you know how to throw all 3 of them, then you can, instead of being predictable, just doing one jab all the way through, round in, round out, mix it around a little bit. So then you've got different jabs coming at different times, different angles, confusing the guy a little bit. He's not just seeing one pattern, you know what I mean? So I'll just run through the 3 different jabs again, but just shadow boxing. So this is me just nice and relaxed now. So this is me from a distance. Jab's coming out pretty fast. It's a great rangefinder. Comes out fast. Harder for the guy to see. Okay, now I'm a bit closer to my guy. Taking a few more risks. I want to be defensively, good, solid defence. I'm coming in. Bringing that jab straight back to my face. My elbows are coming in. Okay, and back to the tipper tapper now. Might be there. This is a 3rd jab. Yeah? I'll just put them together now, just finish this round off. I'll put all 3 different ones together. It develops this determination, this sense of will. Discipline yourself. Even more in other areas. The differential of orphans is almost unmeasurable. What is successful and what is failure? The differential. The way that I look back up what I did was, sure, it was difficult at the time and could have had more fun. Okay, I'm going to run through a good way of throwing the left hook to the body. So, got different ways of throwing the left hook to the body. You can start nice and tall, or keep your chin down, eyes up. You've got your straight jab that comes out. You do your straight jab, a rotation, straight jab, a rotation, a body shot. Straight jab, a rotation, a body shot. Coming in with your front leg as well. So you're jabbing, you're stepping, you're rotating, bam. Yeah? Or you're 1, 2, bam. Yeah? Always roll when you're coming out off that one. So, second way would be a 1-2 hook to the body. Bam, bam. When you're there, after you've thrown your hook, roll out or step out. 1-2 left hook to the body. Yeah? What I don't want you to do is just bring it back and stay there in front of the opponent. I want you to move your body after the left hook. So it's 1, 2, yeah? Take out a little angle, take out a little step to the side, a little roll. Don't be centered, don't analyze your work. So you don't do that, yeah? Because now you're just in a straight line, being ready to be countered for the next punch. So it's 1, 2, left hook, bam, bam. Yeah, take that angle. Take that angle by moving your back foot over, or you're rolling your body. Roll, step. Yeah? Okay, we've got the left body, left hook to the body again. So it's jab, jab. We're going to jab our way in twice, and then we're going to slip our way into a left hook. So it's going to be a jab, a jab. The third one, yeah? You're coming in again, twisting that body over. This hand's always protecting yourself. And then you're coming in for your body shot. So it's going to be jab, jab, yeah? Shutting the distance down with a jab. And then you're coming in with a left hook to the body. So, yeah? And then just a little, like I say, a little slip, a little roll, a little step to the side. Again. So, yeah, you see how I just take that little step to the side. It's coming off on a different angle. Don't want to admire your work. Again. Sorry, my fault. Jab, jab, left hook to the body, yeah? Just that little step to the side. You got the 1-2 left hook again. And if you throw that, make sure you roll off after it. And come off that centre line. Very important now.
That relationship that you don't like and move countries, change career.
I'm going to show you a little bit of upper body movement, yeah? So if I'm next to a bag, or I'm next to an opponent, start getting used to moving your top half of your body. Keep your feet as they normally are, like off the one of the first videos I've put on. You got your stance, you got your balance, yeah? And you're just moving shoulder to shoulder. You can even draw a straight line down on a wall, and you want that shoulder to hit that line, 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 that shoulder. And what's happening is when you're doing that, you're slipping, you're slipping, you're slipping, you're slipping, you're slipping, you're slipping, you're slipping. Yeah, punch going that way, punch going that way. Yeah, so this is a good, just top lateral movement position. Just going shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder. And from there, you can go shoulder, roll. Now watch when I roll, yeah? I'm bending my knees, and I'm just doing a little dip. I'm not going over, and I'm not bringing my chin over my front knee, and I'm not bending my legs too much. Just a little, it's enough to get under, yeah? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, roll, roll, yeah? 1, 2, roll, 1, 2, roll. Put this a little bit faster, yeah? So could be on the bag. You know, you could be moving. Yeah. Yeah, that all starts from moving your shoulder. So just practice that in front of the mirror. You've got plenty of time. Shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Draw the straight line down the middle. Touch, 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 touch. Roll, roll, roll. Touch, 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 touch. Roll, roll. You want to be rolling like a half circle. So watch. Roll. It's just a half circle. So if you're rolling that way, putting your head down there, and it's just a half circle. You're rolling this way, head there, half circle. Push, 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 push. Yeah? Not actually moving your legs at all for this for now. This is just a drill where you're purely working on the top half of your body movement. So, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, then you can get better at moving your legs. Then you can start rolling in. You know, rolling in, rolling in, rolling in. Roll it in, roll it in. You know, then you can roll out. You know. And then you can roll to the side. You know, you could be there. Yeah? So you can see where I'm going with it. But to start off with, good way of practice, like you say, get the mirror out in front of you. Put a long line down the mirror and a piece of tape or something, and just practice your shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder to shoulder to shoulder. Yeah? And when you get that shoulder, roll, 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 keeping your chin behind your front knee. Roll, roll, roll. Yeah? Keeping your eyes on your opponent as well. Roll, roll. Slip, 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 roll, roll. Once you get them good, then start practicing your movement with your feet. Okay, let me just put this a little bit into a little bit of shadow boxing again.
Now the same thing goes for your heart, goes for your brain, mentality. The same thing goes for all the human virtues. Ambition, unused, decline. Strong feelings, unused, diminish. It doesn't grow, it diminishes. Unused, decreases.
Yeah. And then you can start putting punches after as well. So it's like one thing links to another thing links to another. Sometimes it's just a case of running through the real basics, trying to practice a way to learn it without overcomplicating it. So just remember, when you go and do a physical hard boxing session, you want to put a few things in place before you go. You want to get prepared.
You know you should be doing.
I always like to wake up a couple hours earlier. A couple hours earlier in the morning, wake up properly. I like to drink at least half a litre of water as soon as I wake up. That just starts hydrating my body. And then we'll have another half a litre in my hydrogen bottle. I'll sip away at that. Once I drank my litre of water, I have normally have a black coffee. I like a black coffee in the morning. I sit down, relax a little bit. Yeah, so things to do when you get up in the morning. Just make sure you're hydrated, number one. Get a litre of water down you before you do anything.
How do you know that the side?
Number two, if you know that you've got a hard boxing session and you want to make sure you've got enough energy, and get some fast-acting carbs down you. Blueberries, blackberries, jasmine rice. An hour and a half before you work out. You don't need too much, like 200 grams of blueberries or 100 grams of jasmine rice will be more than enough. I always take my electrolytes when I'm doing a hard workout. Make sure I get a good electrolyte, and I'll drink that during and after my workout, my cardio workout, especially in Thailand where it's really hot. You're losing a lot of magnesium, sodium, potassium out of your body, so you really want to be replacing that. After I finish my training session, you ideally want to be, first thing you want to be doing is hydrating. So obviously you finish off your electrolytes, so get some more water down you. Once you've had a good litre of water, 3/4 of a litre of water, then you can go on to getting some fast-acting carbs back into your body to replace that energy you've just lost. So eat some good carbohydrates, fast-acting carbs like pineapple, like I said, blueberries, raspberries, jasmine rice, dates, satanas, any of them sort of fast sugary carbs. That's going to give you a better recovery after you finish your training session, and it's going to replace that energy that you've just burnt up. Once you've done that, give it about 45 minutes. You can have a good bit of protein then, just to maintain your muscle mass. I normally have about 6 eggs, you know, with me full egg yolks, half an avocado, sometimes a few blueberries or a bit of sweet potato, but mainly protein based.
And end up doing nothing, sitting in our basements watching TikToks of other people's lives.
So you're just rebuilding the body basically, rebuilding the body after your workout. What's crucial for recovery? Hydration, fast-acting carbs and protein. You know, these things need to be used before and after a hard workout.
To do the same. We find meaning in trying difficult things.
Alright, so just pay attention. I'm just going to go through the jabs. Just have a look, see which ones you can see if you can spot the ones I'm doing. You know, I'm putting them in randomly now through this round. This is just shadow boxing.
Each person's income is determined primarily by their philosophy, not by the
Look what I'm doing every now and again as well. I'm doing my little slips, I'm doing my shoulder, I'm doing my shoulder, I'm doing my rolling. Pay attention. And so on, yeah? Alright, so I'm going to go about 80%. 80% on bag, putting in those things that are showing you, those basic shots. Not going to go overboard, just put the basic movement in, the jab, the hook to body, you know, the slip, few uppercuts. Now you can't maintain this pace, you know, for so long. So this is just like, you know, you work 50, 60%, banging away at your jab, and every now and again you up it, bang, 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 80%, get back to your boxing, back jab, jab, you know, keep breaking them down. So there's times when to up your pace and when not to. You know, and there's ways of recovering, you know, just by relaxing and moving around and taking a breath. You know, all these little things come with like practice and experience. If an average person has sit in the bag for 2 or 3 minutes, they'll be fucked straight away. You know, because you've got to pace yourself. You can't just go at one big pace. But I'll show you what I mean, yeah? So I'll just start off, you know, like I'd be sparring. Just moving around now. Yeah, nice and tight with my jab. You know, I always put a little bit into my jab, you know. You can see him, just eyeing him up and mine him up. Breaking to the body a little bit, giving him a bit something to think about. Yeah, to the head, to the body, to the head. Okay, I see him now, see him a little bit. I want to double my jab up and maybe come in with a combination, yeah? You know, let a few go there. Not taking too much energy out of me. Just backing off again. You know, I'm looking at him, jab. Yeah, right hand's there. Yeah, put the right hand left hook in, I see an opening. That takes me a little bit closer to him, yeah? I'm just working, bang, 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 not too hard. Medium punches, yeah? Got him against the ropes now. I see he's timing a little bit. I let a few go, but I've got to recover a little bit now. I'll get back to my jab. Getting back to my jab. Long distance jab, yeah? You see it's coming from a long distance. Right. Break. So this is how fit you've got to be to maintain that sort of pace. Round in, round out, 3 minutes around. Because that's what it's like. And at the same time you're getting hit as well. Talking to my mate. And we're just reminding each other, fighting fitness compared to ticking over fitness is a different thing. Total different scenario. You've got to put your body through all sorts of different torture, you know. Train when you don't want to train, run when you don't want to run. Feel exhausted 90% of the week, you know. It's hard, very hard, especially as you get older. But it's so true. If you don't love this sport or love any sort of combat sport, you're not going to put your body through that sort of trauma. You've got to love it. You've got to love what you're doing. It's not about, obviously, a certain amount of money could persuade anyone, but it's not about the money. It's about the passion for the sport. You know what I mean? And wanting to win. If you've not got that drive, then you will never succeed in any combat sport. You know. You get a lot of boxers or fighters or mixed martial artists. You have that drive to start off with. You get a bit older, life gets a bit harder or a bit easier. You get married. And then they lose it, you know, they lose it, and a lot of it starts in the brain. It's mental toughness, mental sharpness, you know. Pain feels more painful as you get older. You know, you don't like them punches, you know, even your body can't absorb them type of punches as you get older as well. You know, your brain's telling you to do one thing, but your body's fucking 2 seconds behind it. And it gets frustrating. You know, the younger man will always beat the older man, I'd say, you know, if they're both at a half decent level, 100%. Alright, so I'll just go break another round out. This time I'm not going to speak, yeah? I'm going to put the same sort of punches in. Oh man, I like training in this gym, to be honest with you, but man, it gets hot up here. The heat's, because it's on the top floor, the heat definitely triples up. Like walking into a sauna sometimes. Every morning I listen to these sort of motivation speeches. Every morning it's about, you know, getting up and getting out and enjoying your time and enjoying your training, doing what the other man can't do, putting the effort in, you know, don't feel sorry for yourself. You know, you're the only person who's going to help yourself. You know, get motivated, eat well, sleep well, train, you know, be the opposite to, you know, your opponent or whatever they come out with. It's all motivation. And it motivates you. It gives me drive, purpose, puts me life in perspective sometimes as well. So yeah, man, the YouTube motivation speeches are fantastic. Yeah, especially if you're doubting yourself sometimes. Have you done the right thing? Have you not done the right thing? Blah, blah, blah. Listen to them anytime and gives you a second breath, you know, second thought. Right, I'm going to do... probably just going to time it off now and plod along on my own, mate, and just do a few fucking steady rounds. I don't have to go too hard. Talk you through the process and the method of breaking someone down, basically. So if I wanted to break somebody down, I would start with my jab, obviously. Jab's an important key, yeah? I'd be looking at this to find my range. Yeah, also I'll be trying to find my distance between me and my opponent. You know, I'm not taking too many chances by throwing my jab. It comes out fast. Bring it straight back to your face fast. Don't leave yourself too open. You know, for the average man trying to block a jab or receiving a jab off a boxer or anyone in martial arts sport is will be a problem. You know, you can beat most people with one hand. You know, if you really wanted to, if you had the distance. And that's, you know, obviously it'll only be combat.
The greatest version of you is not the
I like a body shot, mate. Work a few body, tip body. Back up to head. back to the body. See how you're mixing it around all the time. You know, 1 minute it's coming downstairs, bang, bang, and you're finishing off upstairs. Guy's going to bring his hands down, you're going to, you know, then you're going to finish him off. You know, bit of tipper tapper, 60%. Well, not even that, about 40%. Breaking him open a little bit. Yeah, moving your way in. Bit of a bigger right hand. Breaking him down so. Okay, you see a bit of an opening. You see him making a few mistakes. He's a big power shot now. He's going to take the stuffing out of him. You can't keep throwing these, so you've got to pace yourself. You feel that burn, that lactic acid, you've got to back off a little minute. Get back to your jab. Back to your jab, but you're putting the pressure on all the time. You're not giving him a second. He's not knowing how you're feeling. No. But now and again, if you see it, throw it. Right hand, left hook, you know. Bit of a riskier punch, but it's there. You know, you're moving to the side. Moving your head, you're confusing him. Going to the body. Go to the body, then head. You know, turn your hands into him. You know, I can throw a lot of flows from a short distance. So the better you get practicing doing that, inside work, putting a lot of power into short distance, a good advantage you'll have, especially at the beginner's level. Fuck me, you sweat up here, I tell you. You really do sweat. I always find these sessions, anytime, I haven't find if I don't do a boxing session for a few days, any more than 2 days, things start bothering me, I start getting a bit fed up, fucking little things what people have done bother me. Think about things, I analyse things what I shouldn't be doing, you know what I mean? You know, it's stupid because you're only punishing yourself, but just by doing a boxing session at least every third day, it gives me that release for another 2 or 3 days after, you know, definitely a mind clearer. So, you know, any sort of cardio, any sort of fitness, a run, jog, even a weight training session, it's going to make you feel better. You know, it's like, you know, it's a massive rush to your brain of blood. You know, you're releasing them endorphins and serotonin. You know, it's all good feel factor stuff. So get practicing, putting these sort of things into your routine. You know, if you sit on your ass every day, you're going to be how you are. You're still going to be the same person. You're not going to improve or benefit. If you do something about it, start making yourself a routine and getting off your ass and doing things, you're going to change. You're going to become a different person. So true, so bloody true. But you can't help some people. Some people you can't tune into them. It doesn't matter what you say, what you do. It starts from you, and it starts from the inner you. When you're ready, if you are ready to make that choice, then you'll know when it's time. Something in your brain will click, and it'll say, "I've had enough of this now. I've had enough. I'm going to start fighting and doing something for myself." You know. God bless.